Billy back here with Broship of the Nerds. I went to AMC for the series finale of Stranger Things. This is it. This was the last episode. My thoughts going in, I had different theories. Some were right, most were wrong. So to start out, I will say this won't be a full review. I'll do a full review later when I've had more time to process it all. But one feedback I will give to AMC, and this is not a knock against them because this was probably thrown together pretty late. When they do these sort of events and it's like a season finale or a series finale, I think what needs to happen is there needs to be like either special popcorn tins or maybe even afterwards they see that you bought a ticket and you're able to get like a voucher for one free item or something, or even doing like, hey, everybody that goes to this showing will get like a hat, something to commemorate the moment, right? Because this was huge. This was the busiest I've seen a theater in years. I mean, years. I mean, occasionally you'll see like one movie, one room was busy or half full or more. This was like really busy, right? So I got there early and the line they scan you in and then you get in line for concessions, which I did like the voucher thing where you pay the $20 and you get a snack or whatever. That was cool. The line was really long, but they did handle it the best they could, so I'll give them that. I think more people need to pre-order their food, which that's something that could be worked on is having like you put in the time and everything that you want to pick it up. That would be more of an advanced setting that needs to be added. But yeah, that's the biggest critique I have is that the way they did this partnership could have been done differently, right? Like that you could walk in and they say, "Hey, what's your favorite character?" and they hand you a poster of that character, like something, right? Because I would have taken a Dustin Henderson or a Steve Harrington poster and hung it up. That would have been cool as hell. But it was still fun. I hadn't seen that level of excitement in a theater for many years. Really, it almost felt like going to a midnight launch. That's how awesome it was. And I would love to get that back. Just that feeling of everybody loving this show, movie, whatever, and coming together as a fandom in a very fun way. So that's the one critique I have. Um, did the ending go exactly as I wanted? No, of course not. But that's not how it usually goes. This is still one of the best series finale I've ever seen. New Girl's up there for me. This is up there too. Because on a 1 to 10, I'll give it an 11. In all seriousness, the ending I thought was good. It didn't end the way I wanted it to. And I will explain why, and there'll be spoilers tomorrow, like later on today, once I've slept and everything and have more time to think about things. But yeah, definitely the ending I would have chose would have been different than this. But it doesn't mean that it's a bad ending. It's just different than what I would have picked for it. Um, but I was on the edge of my seat pretty much the whole episode, and there were a lot of like big moments that happened, and a lot of more. They resolved the conflicts, and it felt like okay, we're coming to an end. I really enjoyed it, um, and I'm happy that I was wrong about my like death predictions and everything. I'm very happy about that. But yeah, so I'm hoping they do an event for Wednesday for like the next season. I would love to see like the final episode or two shown in theaters. Another thing I would like to see is that you could buy like a ticket to see like part one of a show and go for like 4 episodes and then come back and do part two. I think that would be really cool. What was really fun, I got there early. My experience was I was in line for my showing. I was the first one in line. So I was the first one in, last one out. I stayed until the final credit hit, took a moment to accept that the show ended, and then I left. But yeah, I was the first one in, last one out, and I got talking to this guy next to me. We were talking about his thoughts on the show and everything, and he thought it wasn't as good as previous season. I could respect that. As far as where it sits for me, I will rewatch the series and let you guys know. But as of now, 4 is still my favorite season. Um, I think 4 is peak Stranger Things. I really like every season though, but 4 is my favorite still. We'll see where they end up after a rewatch. I just rewatched season 1, and like I said, I'm hoping to do a review with a friend of mine. And also, I'm hoping for a 4K box set down the road because I will buy it. But yeah, that's the only critique I have, guys, is that I think they could have done a better job with the event itself. What would have been really, really, really cool and exciting, but hard to do, would have been like a Q&A with some of the cast, like different locations, getting like a conversation before the finale. That would have been cool, but that's nothing that would be realistic. But yeah, I still give it a 4 out of 5 the way it was handled. They got the lines moving, they got a system down, and they moved us through. I just think they could have done more. There could have been exclusive merchandise, popcorn containers, a giveaway, something to commemorate the moment. But yeah, that's my only feedback. I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. Let me know. Did you like the finale? Did you how did you if you went to the theater, did you enjoy the way it was handled? That sort of stuff. And then also I would like to know, who was your favorite character? Let me know in the comments your favorite character. Like, comment, subscribe, and there's going to be more content about pop culture in general. That's what this channel is. It's literally us being free to talk about any topic we want. So yeah, let me know.